I'm excited to introduce to you the first episode, and we're introducing you that show from Hollywood Hills with the Hollywood sign right behind me. Ron Howard's home, the director, to my right, about 100 yards to my right. And it's exciting because this new show will be providing you valuetainment. And what valuetainment means to us is, what we came across when watching 2 Minutes with Pat is, 2 Minutes with Pat was really about valuetainment. Valuetainment means thought-provoking value combined with entertainment that's led to movement of dialogues and discussions amongst people regarding things that matter in our lives. And what we'll be doing differently with this starting next week is, the episodes won't be going out on Fridays. It'll be different segments going out on Tuesdays and Thursdays on a weekly basis. And with that being said, I want to get right into it with you to explain to you what it is to go from being a rebel without a cause to being a rebel with a cause. I want to introduce you to the R3 formula. So I have a question for you. Do you ever wonder what's the difference between a Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, or a Larry Paige versus a Frank Lucas, Mickey Cohen, and a Bernie Madoff, right? Because when you think about both of them, they're both extremely driven, extremely hardworking, but what is the main difference between the two? You see, the difference is one group broke the rules while the other group broke the laws. There is a big difference between doing those two things. But in order for you to do great things in life, at times you must break the rules. And by the way, every one of us out there, since we were kids, we've been breaking the rules. You know, some of the things we did as kids that our parents don't know about till today. You remember those days? Maybe a car you took, your mom and dad didn't know about. They may not even know about it till today, because we like people who break the rules. There's a certain level of admiration that we have for that. Now, every 80 years, roughly 7 billion people are replaced with 7 billion new people. But why is it that only a few people do something big with their lives that the world knows about? Well, I've come to a conclusion that at a certain phase of our lives, as we age, the older we get, we are confined by so many rules. Don't do this, and you have to live in this box, and if you do this, it's bad, and if you do that, you're a bad person, and people may create rumors about you. So we start becoming so scared about doing certain things, right? So we convince ourselves we're living a happy life, but we're really living a content life. We become content with what we have. We become content with our capacity, and we don't aim to see what we can really do with our lives. But the truth is, all of us want to strive for happiness. Every one of us wants to live a happy life. Tony Shea from Zappos described it best on 3 levels of happiness. The lower level he talked about is pleasure. Most of us spend most of our lives chasing pleasure to make us happy, while it's got the lowest level of life expectancy. What's pleasure? If I smoke a cigar, I'm happy. If I have a drink of whiskey, I'm happy. If I go watch a movie, I'm happy for 2 hours. Again, shortest lifespan. Second level of happiness is passion. When I work out, I'm happy. I feel good. My body feels good. You know, when I play guitar, I'm passionate about playing the guitar. I'm passionate about running. I'm passionate about hiking. All those things are good, but it's not the highest level of life expectancy. You see, those who want to do something big with their lives, the rebels with the cause, they're seeking lifelong happiness. And the only way we get lifelong happiness is with the last level of happiness, which is purpose. Purpose is correcting an injustice. Purpose is doing something that's never been done before. Purpose is making a difference in people's lives. And those who want to do something big, the rebels with the cause, are not necessarily trying to make it on a list of the richest people, Forbes 400. They're not trying to get a certain trophy. They're not trying to get a certain plaque. They make it on those lists by pure default. It's something bigger than that for them. So the second phase is to become obsessed with your cause. You see, in life, we have a lot of wasted obsessions, and we have a lot of worthy obsessions. Too often, we spend too much of our lives on wasted obsessions. TV, sports, Highlight Express, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you may call it, that's all wasted obsession. Worthy obsession is stemmed from the 3 things we talked about earlier: what you hate, what you love, and what bothers you. And the reason why that's so important is because too often in life, we're too lazy, we're too bored, we have nothing really going on. This is one of my favorite quotes is, mankind is lazy until something catches our heart. Once it does, you come to a crossroad, and that's phase 3. And that crossroad is you having the courage to make a bold decision in your life. You may say, I've met a lot of people that have identified their cause. I've met a lot of people that are obsessed about their cause, but they're afraid of making a bold decision. Why? Because you will be ridiculed, you will be criticized, you will be condemned, you won't please people, and guess what? Most people don't like that. But here's what happens. Once you make a bold decision based on your cause and you're obsessed about that cause, once you do that, your spirit enlarges and you're introduced to a person you have never ever met in your life before, to the point where your friends, your family, your co-workers will tell you, I don't recognize you anymore. You're not the same anymore. Something's happened to your eyes. Man, what has gone into you? Because you finally got the fire in your belly to know what your cause is, what bothers you. You've made a bold decision, and you have the opportunity now to go out there and do something that's never ever been done before. So what's the bad news? Here's the bad news. You will never ever be like Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, or Larry Paige. But you know what the good news is? They will never ever be like you. Once you identify what your cause is, they can never ever be like you. But the key is to add your signature to the world. That's our responsibility. With that being said, make sure you subscribe and share this video with as many people as possible. It's my message of the week to you.